You know, if you're a parent, you know this. The face of bullying, it's really changed over the last several decades. No longer are the tauntings isolated to school grounds. For a lot of kids, and some of them cannot get away from this, it's almost like a 24/7 situation, harassment through messages, pictures, and video on the web, and it's time to put an end to all of this. Gabriella Van Ray is a bullying prevention expert and author of With All My Might. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about your campaign here and the basketball. Now, you're in basketball country, so this is perfect.
We as a society have dropped the ball on human kindness, and I asked the children to help me pick it up. So our hashtag is #PickUpTheBall. And I throw this ball in assemblies to the children, and they actually like it because it's like a visual. And the visual is basically that the child knows that this is another child that is left behind, that is sitting there alone, isolated through cyber torment, as I call it, because the children say it's really tormenting.
It is.
Yes.
And you know, that the lead in we just read, it's so true. It's nonstop.
It's nonstop. And I think one of the major things that parents forget is that that smartphone can do everything the computer at home does. Because I have many parents that tell me, but my child is never on the computer. But it has a smartphone. It doesn't need anything else.
That's right, same thing.
So
Access to all that.
that's really important for parents.
And you and I were talking during the break.
Yeah.
The key is parental involvement. Like,
Yes.
as parents, what can we do?
You got to be involved with your child. The slightest change of behavior has to either do with them changing friends, having to be popular. The pressure gets really high the moment they enter already middle school. The cyberbullying, however, and I think this will shock a lot of your viewers, starts in elementary. Really? The hands go up, more than 80% of hands go up. They all have YouTube channels, they all have Facebook. In middle school, they move towards YouTube, Vimeo, other things, and especially Instagram. So there is a change towards that. And high school is Twitter and all that.
We do hear that that Facebook's not the cool thing with teenagers anymore.
But when you're little, it's still cool.
It's still kind of
But I still don't understand how they do it, because there's a lot of writing. I didn't think they wrote that well.
So if you, let's say as a parent, you're watching your child and you start noticing some signs, withdrawal.
Communication is the first. The second is watching the signs, but the signs get to be more and more difficult. So withdrawal, isolation is a big one. But the parent thinks that what the child says is true, which is often, leave me alone, Mom, I have a bad day. No, keep pushing, please keep pushing to find out what it is that's causing it. And often, if you don't get a solution from the child, go to a teacher, go find out. Because often there is something, and the teacher actually knows it.
And if you know your child well enough, you'll see the changes.
You'll see it immediately. And please be involved with the smartphone. Just ask your child to teach you.
Yeah, and then so you can check up and make sure everything's okay.
Make it fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very good advice.